All living organisms continue to change throughout their lives. The growth and maturation that come with time and experience allow organisms to adapt to their environments, develop into different versions of themselves, and often allowing organisms to excel in different functions along the process. Universities are also living entities, continuously re-innovating themselves. From universities' perspective, however, they are more like butterflies. Just like a butterfly larva undergoes metamorphosis to become a majestic butterfly in discrete developmental stages, universities have been evolving over the course of the last 2,400 years. The roots of modern universities were established by Plato in 387 BC in Athens. The Platonic Academy educated many scholars from Aristotle to Polemon to Heraclitus and Crantor, whose work stand the test of time thousands of years later even today. Although the Platonic Academy was destroyed by Romans after about 300 years of existence, the Academy was revived in the early 5th century by Neoplatonists. Until the establishment of the Bologna University in 1088, the academic structure primarily served scholars. In following centuries, several dozens of universities were established throughout Europe. However, most of these were commonly converted from Catholic church schools into universities. During this period, even though the number of universities enjoyed a rapid increase, they remained specialized and they trained students exclusively to become clerics, lawyers, civil servants, or physicians. One of the most, if not the first university that provided broad education in multiple specialization and faculties is the Merton College at Oxford. Established in 1264, Merton College has become the model organization for all subsequent colleges at Oxford and Cambridge. Until Wilhelm von Humboldt has drafted a complete reform of university education, universities were primarily educational institutions. With von Humboldt's vision, university education has become a student-centered research activity. These ideals continue to drive education in modern universities as well. Universities of today, once more, are undergoing changes, but this time by becoming network universities. Leading universities in the United States, for example, started establishing campuses all over the world to reach a wider student population. Europe, on the other hand, has taken a different approach. By providing resources for universities in Europe to closely work together, they aim to promote a new kind of university. Let's listen to the European vision together.
Imagine new kinds of universities. Universities where you can learn, teach, research, and cooperate like never before. Imagine a pioneering vision. A vision shared by groups of universities from all over Europe. Driving innovative ways of learning and inspiring cutting-edge research. This is happening right here, right now. Over 100 higher education institutions. A unique opportunity for you to design your own curriculum. Across disciplines, borders, cultures, and languages. And build the specific skills you will need for your future. Imagine students, teachers, researchers, companies and cities working together to tackle society's greatest challenges. transforming higher education in Europe. These are the universities of the future. These are European universities. Now, just imagine being a part of it.
All right. And the European Commission actually left it saying, just imagine being a part of it. And as a member of the NeurotechEU, you don't actually need to imagine, because you are already a part of the European University of Brain and Technology, which is one of the 41 European universities funded in part by the European Commission. So our university, the University of Brain and Technology, is established by 8 founding partners. These are from Netherlands, Radboud University, from Spain, University of Miguel Hernandez, from Sweden, Karolinska Institute, from Germany, University of Bonn, from Turkey, Boğaziçi University, from UK, University of Oxford, and from Romania, University of Medicine and Pharmacy in Cluj-Napoca, and from Hungary, University of Debrecen. These are an excellent network of research-intensive universities with societal impact and transformative vision. We are already collaborating extensively at the university level over the last, for example, 5 years. Collectively, in joint publications, these universities have published over 5,200 papers together. And they have raised around €250 million for joint research activities. And collectively, this creates a network about 250,000 students, researchers working together in order to be able to reach common goals. But in NeurotechEU, we are going one step above the university borders, and we are bringing associate partners across all the sectors, from businesses, other universities, research institutions, and governmental and non-governmental organizations in order to be able to reach one aim, which is solving society's neuro challenges that will require educational, research, as well as applied skill sets. And that is what we would like to develop collectively. Our cooperation principles are that, first of all, we would like to create a long-term synergy and an action plan in order to be able to work together to change the way that we do research, education, and take advantage of each other's strengths. And at the end, this will impact how the European economy can be brought to the next level, at the level of bringing neurotechnology closer to the market and training individuals in this domain as well. We would like to ensure that all students, researchers, and staff can benefit from mobility without borders. And we would like to ensure that our students have flexible curricula and access to classes that they don't have in their own institutions. And we would like to make sure that we establish a lasting close cooperation in research and education for a trans-European network of excellence in brain research and technologies. This is an ambitious plan, and we have mapped out a roadmap that is going to take about 2 decades to complete, to walk through. And there are 3 phases in this particular work plan. During the first phase, which is going to be running between 2021 and 2023, which we call phase 1, we are going to first establish a Campus Plus. So this is a digital campus, digital university infrastructure, where we are going to be able to offer courses in neuroscience technology and related fields, as it is going to become obvious throughout the day. When we think about neurotech, we are not necessarily thinking about science, medicine, and technology, but all branches of the modern universities have commonalities and synergy with the neurotech. Therefore, we are actually opening neurotech to all the faculties in participating universities. Students will be able to follow online courses, meet with their peers, establish study groups, and instead of just reaching out to your colleagues, your mates in your own university through this digital campus, you would be able to actually have similar kind of interaction, but in an online domain with other students all over the network. And you would be able to also manage your blended learning experience, because we are going to be able to also introduce virtual internships. The second action, major action that we would like to take, and this is already happening starting from 2021, is the NeurotechEU Graduate School. We would like to take a different approach to graduate education and ensure that every student is trained in an international and intersectoral setting. And specifically, each student will be mentored by a group of mentors instead of typically one. And in our case, we are imagining that each student has at least 3 mentors. 2 of them are going to be coming from participating universities, and a third one from a partner institution, for example, a company. And collectively, they are going to be leading and helping the student to reach its goals, his, her, or its goals. And from the perspective of the project itself, then it's going to have both intersectoral implications, as well as students will gain multidisciplinary and multinational education and training during this period of time. Admissions to this top-tier graduate school will be highly competitive. And by graduation, each student, therefore, will have an excellent education and training spanning across multiple institutions throughout Europe under NeurotechEU. So we also would like to make sure that the education does not really end with the graduate studies, because in modern societies, education is a lifelong endeavor. So we would like to establish a lifelong learning center, and this will provide training for personal development after formal education. It will focus on the necessary skill sets and competences required for professionalization throughout life and improvement of the career trajectories. And the programs are going to help individuals to reach their full potential despite the changing personal, civil, societal, and employment-related needs. And it will deliver customized programs in order to ensure that individuals would be able to benefit from the both fundamental, applied, and technological expertise that is available at NeurotechEU. We will organize certificate programs, micro-degrees, boot camps, and several of these are already under preparation. We expect to start releasing them in 2021. In addition to 3 immediate actions, over the next 3 years, we will also establish NeurotechEU spaces. So this is going to be a digital space for research and innovation, where research groups, individuals, and including partnering organizations will be able to come together in order to be able to perform research and innovate together. And finally, we are already establishing the NeurotechEU ecosystem. We call ecosystem because we would like to make sure that the NeurotechEU goes beyond educational organizations, and we cover all aspects of the society economy at large. So from that particular perspective, we have already started partnering with a large number of partners. As I mentioned before, even cities are part of our ecosystem. And with them, what we would like to do is that we would like to make sure that our graduates, our researchers are supported also beyond their time at NeurotechEU. An important part of this ecosystem is that it is the think tank that we have established. It is called Neurotech 2040. One of the most exciting things about neuroscience and technology is that we are just starting to scratch the surface of the possibilities. So frankly, we don't know what is going to be possible in 2040. Therefore, we need to have our own think tank in order to be able to push our research, education, and innovation activities forward while creating synergy across our network. So the afternoon session is going to be entirely devoted to Neurotech 2040, and collectively, we are going to start taking the very first steps, start exploring what are the challenges that is waiting for us, and what challenges that we can actually solve all together with the joint research and education efforts. These will lead to us to the phase 2 of the development, and that would be during which we would be removing borders between institutions. We will establish European master and doctorate degrees, and we would establish a research center focused on NeurotechEU. And finally, during the second decade, we are going to be spanning across the entire Europe and have a global campus vision, including partners throughout the world. So as students, what you can expect from us is a supportive environment where you will learn and gain experience and reach your full potential with the support that is provided not only by your own institution, but also an entire network. And you will have top-tier education and research experience in an international, multicultural, and multilingual setting, hopefully helping to develop the European identity, European culture in every single student. And the multidisciplinary education that you will receive will provide you skill sets that are central to the modern economy, let it be artificial intelligence, data science research, all the way going to instrumentation, implantable devices, and many, many other dimensions beyond. So one key aspect, obviously, is that not any one university can provide all the different course and training at the same time. And with a network like this, you're going to have opportunities to take courses and gain experiences that is not possible in your own institutions. And together, we would be able to create a network that is going to support you throughout your entire careers. So I would like to thank you for your attention.